Plans to open a quarantine center for American citizens exposed to Ebola are facing local resistance in Kenya. Kenya has no recorded Ebola cases on its own, and plans for the facility have now angered citizens who say that it could bring the virus into their country. These are the visuals from Nanyuki, Kenya. Kenyan police fired tear gas to break up a protest against the planned Ebola quarantine center for U.S. citizens. Some Kenyans even accused the U.S. government of outsourcing health risks. Plumes of white smoke rose over residential streets in Laikipia County as police dispersed crowds with protesters running, chanting, and holding placards. The proposed 50-bed unit facility on an Air Force base has angered many residents who accuse Washington of shifting the burden of caring for those exposed to Ebola outbreaks in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda onto Kenya. One protester held a white cross marked "Respect Ebola" as tear gas canisters landed on the street.
People are now afraid to travel here. If you look at it, the hotel business has been the most affected. It's the first to suffer because of the name Ebola being associated with a place like this. Without going into too much detail, people are very angry, and as a result, many Kenyans will lose their jobs going forward.
We are here today to reject the establishment of the quarantine center at the Laikipia Air Base. Given that we as the community and society at large, we were not consulted before this establishment, before the decision to establish the quarantine facility was made.
2 people were killed in protests last week in the Kenyan town where frustration has grown as Kenyan and U.S. authorities reaffirmed their commitment to the plan. The site lies about 200 kilometers from the capital, Nairobi, at the Laikipia Air Base. It is to be managed by U.S. staff and hosts Americans exposed to Ebola in the eastern region of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Several U.S. citizens have been exposed to Ebola in the DRC and Uganda, where there have been more than 500 confirmed cases and 100 confirmed deaths from the outbreak declared last month. The U.S. Embassy in Kenya issued a warning for its citizens in Nanyuki over the protests. The World Health Organization has declared an international health emergency over the outbreak in the DRC. Uganda has confirmed 19 cases so far, and almost all Congolese nationals who crossed the border.